Hello สวัสดีค่ะ
Hello. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Great question
What
for me
does
today.
this word mean?
Okay.
W H W H O R L. I'm not sure it's right or not.
O-R-L? Maybe W-H-O-R-E.
W H O.
But I don't know. Horrible. Maybe this is did you hear this in like a rap song or something?
Bad word in a movie.
I don't know this word. Maybe
Used for call some girl. A girl.
I think there's an E though. I don't think it's an L.
Probably.
So W-H-O-R-E is whore.
Oh yes.
Whore.
Whore.
Yeah.
Before
Whore
it
means
sound like horse.
horse. No. Whore means
W H O R E.
yeah. Whore means is a bad word, worse word than prostitute. So
Prostitute.
prostitute is someone who has sex for money, right? A whore is the worst. Is like a slang bad word for that. Prostitute is the real word. That is in the dictionary. That's the word. It's not good or bad. It's just the word. It's the science word. Whore is a bad word to describe that. And it's mean to say. It's a bad word. Probably it's on this list. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can say it on TV or not. But 1 to 10, definitely at least 5. It's going to make people very angry if they hear it. But in Mean Girls, you probably heard that they didn't say whore. They said slut. Slut means you don't get any money. So a whore gets paid.
Free lady.
A slut is for free. So that's even worse. But the word is not. So I would say slut is probably a 3 or a 4 in my opinion, and a whore is a much worse word, and it would probably be a 5 or more. It's not on this list though, so I think you can say it on TV, but it means someone who sleeps with other people for money, but it can't be a guy. I don't think you could call a guy a whore. It would have to be, I think a guy who sleeps with people for money is called a gigolo. Gigolo. And it's not really a bad word. There's not that many guys that are prostitutes, so it's not a very common thing to say. If you told a guy that you sleep with people for money, they would say, "Oh, that's great. That's cool." They wouldn't be angry about it. So it's not a negative word for guys. They wouldn't be
But
angry
in
about it.
Thailand we have bad word for guy like that.
Oh, okay.
But very worse.
Really horrible.
Very horrible.
Oh, okay. In English, there's no word that
Probably
for that.
9.
Oh, I've never heard that word.
Mangda.
Probably. Mangda. I've never heard that word before.
Mangda is guy. Bad guys sleep with girl for money.
What about other guys?
And
Would they be
work.
gay also?
No, I mean real guy or guy sleep with
Straight guy.
or half sleep with girl and guy.
That's bi. It's
Bi.
called bi. Thai guys would be angry if you told them that they sleep with girls for money.
Or even he didn't get money. If someone called him like that, he will very
Interesting. Anyway, in English, if you go to America and you say some guy is a whore, they'll say cool. They're not going to get angry about that.
Mangda not cool.
Okay.
I mean, you're very
Well,
bad, very terrible guy.
Okay, well, maybe it has a, like you keep saying about being bad. Maybe that's the problem is it's more of an evil type of person. But I'm just saying if you called a guy a prostitute, they would not be angry. No one would fight you. No one would be angry. They would just say, okay, great, cool. They wouldn't be angry about that. But a whore, if you call a girl a whore or a slut, they'll definitely be angry. The
Okay.
word whore though is a much worse word than slut. I don't know why it's not on here. Maybe it's allowed on TV for some reason. But anyway, yeah, you don't want to say that to people. They'll get angry. But definitely in a movie, yeah, someone would say someone was a whore. Yeah, that's very common. But not whore. I don't know the L.
Horse.
Yeah,
Horse.
okay. Good question. Difficult. We should add that to the bad words list. Anyway, let's continue with part 2 of
What?
60s.
Groundhog.
60s.
Oh, 50s painful movie reviews. Reviews
Right. Part
2.
yes. Or in Thai part
2.
yes. Okay, great. Okay, so
Where were we?
where were we? That's your job. That's why I hired you.
Feels started to worried.
Started to worry
Started to
or
worry.
was worried, but not started to worried.
Feel was worried.
Worrying or worried. Okay.
Worrying about his life.
About
His life
okay.
because this he thought this
Not this. Yeah, this.
is
A movie.
not just
Oh no, okay.
we can say that not just deja vu.
Yeah, good. That's right. He
So
realized.
He realized and he tried to sleep and he tried to sleep again and the next day everything happened the same and that made him changed a little bit.
Not changed. That made him
Change something
No, you can say a little bit.
A
Just
lit-
not changed.
a little bit thing in that day.
Almost. No. That made him
Change
but we need to show that
That
he's
made
doing it.
him to
Not to. That made him
try.
Yes.
That made him trying.
not trying. Made him try.
Try to change something in his day.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like he woke up and after he took a shower or something, he went to the first floor, the living room, and talked with the owner.
Not the owner.
Their owner.
Unless she's in Detroit.
Their owner different sentence. He changed sentence to talk. He talk. He said
He said
another.
something.
He said something different.
Yeah.
He said something different.
To.
to the owner. And when he went out, he found when he found the homeless
guy.
I can't remember what he did, but he did not the same before.
He did
He talked with
something
him.
different.
He did something different with that guy.
Okay.
And he found the salesman. He did something different with that guy also, but he punched.
Probably.
I can't remember because it happened many times.
Yes,
Make me
it was
confused.
confusing, yeah.
But he still, in that day, he still stepped in the puddle. And when he met his team, he did something different also. He did something different also, but I can't remember what is it.
What it
Talk,
was.
Change.
What it was.
What it was.
Yeah, like you said, there were so many examples. It's hard to remember.
Yes. And when he started to report, he said something bad. He said something bad out.
On camera.
On camera.
Yeah.
When everyone, his team confused. What happened?
His team.
That made his team worried.
Made his team worry.
Made his team worried.
Yeah, you can say, not ed.
Worry.
Made his team worry. Or his team was worried, but not made his team worried.
That made his team worry.
Yeah.
And after that, he feel and his not director, for what we call her, forgot. Producer.
Maybe you should write it down.
His producer went to the same restaurant and
Cafe.
And everything happened the same thing, but
not everything happened the same thing. Everything happened
like
everything happened
the same.
Yeah, but not
happened the same.
Yes.
But everything around him happened the same, but he did something different. He did something different.
Each day.
But
you forgot a good part, which is what happened. So he was talking with the drunk guys, and he was telling them, he said, why couldn't I have a good day?
I forgot, when at a bar, right?
Yeah.
I forgot. In that time, he asked to drunks
okay.
about if you have your life happen the same.
Not
something I can't remember.
No, don't worry. Just the sentence is wrong. If you
have just one day, what
over and over, what
would you do?
Yeah.
And I can't remember again what that two guys said.
What those
said.
That's not exactly
crazy thing
what he said. He said, what would you do if you were stuck here and you couldn't leave and the same things kept happening every day? And the drunk said, yeah, that's my life. Because they drank every day. They thought
they came there and drink
yeah, so it's a joke because when you talk with drunk people, they don't understand that you're being serious, and it makes sense to
because
them.
their life is easy.
Yeah, so like if you were living the same day over and over again, and you talked with a drunk, and you're like, yeah, I'm stuck in this life. I can't. Like, yeah, man, me too. So they're trying to show a joke that drunk people
Can
feel the
advise
same things that even someone who's doing something that's unbelievable, it makes sense to them. But anyway, that's not the important part. The important part was when he was telling them, why do I have to keep living a bad day? This is a bad day in my life. Why can't I relive a day when
said?
Phil. He said, why can't I have the day when I was in the Virgin Islands? When I was living on the beach and there were pretty girls. He said, why can't I have that day over and over again? Why do I have this bad day?
Because he bad person.
Well, because he was supposed to change it and make it a good day, right?
And after that, he realized to do
Start drinking,
crazy thing.
right?
They Phil and two guys drove
Not droved. Yeah.
together
Okay.
and
Not together. Drove.
to somewhere.
Went for a drive.
Went
You can say they went for a drive.
Went for a drive, and that made them got a problems. The police
That
made a problem for them.
yeah, that's okay.
The police.
Not the police, unless you're in Detroit.
The police
Yeah.
officer. What do you call?
Followed or chased.
Chase.
Yeah, chased. If you run after someone, you try to catch them. It's called chasing.
Chase.
Yeah.
And
Following is like a stalker, and chasing is trying to grab them.
chase until chased
Yeah.
until they catch caught
Him.
caught. His car broke.
That was a different time. The first time he just went to jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
He was in jail, remember? They put him in jail, and then he went to sleep, and he woke up in his bed. He said, yeah, I got away with it.
That is first time.
Yeah, that's the first time.
First time he went to jail, and when he fell asleep, he woke up. Fell asleep.
Ooh, you don't hear the sound, but it's fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, it sounds like fell asleep and you don't hear it.
Fell up, มันจะเป็น up.
Yeah.
Right? Fell asleep.
Yeah, but there's an A there.
And next day.
The
next day, he woke up at the same time, 6 a.m. and 6 a.m. At
You sing the song.
Give your little hand or something.
Put your little hand in mine.
And at the same hotel.
Yes. Bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
That day he changed a lot of things because he knew his life would happen like this for a long time.
No.
Happening.
Would happen.
Would happen.
Would happen.
Going.
No. Would happen.
Next.
No. Over and over, we say.
Would happen over and over.
Yeah, would happen over and over.
In that day, he went to the owner.
In that day? I think it's on that day.
On that.
But in America and in the UK, we sometimes say different things. So you may hear on that day, in that day, in the wind.
Sentence or thing.
It depends on the country. In America, we say on that day.
On that day.
But we also say on the weekend. British people say at the weekend. So don't worry too much about those because different countries will use different ones.
We can use both.
You should choose one. You should either speak with an American accent or with a British accent. Mixing them will make them both wrong.
On that day, he got a things for breakfast. For bread. Not that day.
Don't worry about the days. I'm already confused about the days. Just tell the important parts.
He went to the owner and took.
The coffee pot. Oh, the toaster.
Toaster.
Oh, sorry. Okay. You mean when he started to try to kill himself? Oh, okay. Yes, that's right.
Let's continue, right?
I think he tried to crash the car first, but I don't remember. Whatever you remember, it's okay.
Okay, he took
the toaster.
The toaster.
Yes.
From the already, and he went back to his room and put that in bath.
The bathtub.
The bathtub.
Have you ever seen anyone do that before in movies?
Yes, I'm
okay. That is a common thing of a suicide. It doesn't seem like a great idea though. I think that would really hurt. That's a really bad idea, but I have seen that many times. Also, a hair dryer. That one, the toaster and the hair dryer have a lot of electricity in them. You can't do it with a camera or a light; it won't work. But though a toaster or a heater have a lot of electricity going through them, and if they go into water, they will electrocute you.
He started to kill himself.
Try to kill himself.
He tried to kill himself. He woke up, and everything happened the same before.
Same as before.
Same as before.
Yep.
But he changed. He changed things to kill himself.
He tried. Different ways. What ways did he try?
Different, huh?
What ways did he try?
He drove.
He drove to
off the hill.
It's not a hill. A hill is like this. This is like this. A cliff. Yeah.
He drove
off
a cliff.
And do you remember what happened?
The car bomb.
Exploded.
No,
but because the cameraman was there.
Before he drove with the groundhog, because he stole that.
Yeah.
He stole the groundhog from the festival,
Yeah, exactly.
and he stole
Stole.
car from some
The.
other car from
What kind of car was it?
truck.
Yes, a truck. Yep.
He stole a truck from someone.
From the mayor. Probably that's the mayor of the town, the boss of the town. That's probably.
And drove to a not cliff. And
Drove off.
drove off.
If you drive to the cliff, you just stop. If you drive off the cliff, off the cliff.
Drove off.
No, I'm saying, do you remember what happened when he went off the cliff? So he went off the cliff, and the car was like, ooh, it fell for a long time, and it crashed, and it was destroyed. And the cameraman said, maybe he's okay.
Oh, yes.
And then it exploded. And he said, oh, well, maybe not.
And the next day, he tried to jump off
Not the. A.
off a building
Yes.
clock.
Clock tower. Maybe it was a clock tower. I don't remember where he jumped from, but it was a building. Yeah.
He tried many things to kill himself.
Not many things. Many
ways
Yes.
to kill himself until we forgot to tell. He tried to sleep with many girls in that town.
What was his plan?
He will talk.
He will. That's the future.
He would
Okay.
talk with them many times to get some information about them, about girls and
About them.
And it could help him to have to get those girls
Yes, that's fine.
until he time one day he talked with his I forgot again. Professor. No, director.
You wrote it down.
You see? Yeah. Professor.
Not professor.
Professor is teacher. Producer.
Producer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, producer.
Producer. This movie make me confused.
Me also. Yeah, this is a
Producer.
confusing movie.
I don't know what they talk. Probably
What they
talked.
not talked.
What they
Yeah.
said.
Yes.
But I know just he started to like his producer.
Why do you think?
I forgot.
They didn't say, but it's
Probably because the producer different than other girls.
yes. That's what I would guess also.
He can't he can make love with her.
You don't need to say that. He couldn't
He couldn't get her.
them.
Get
Oh no, you're right.
Just
Her.
get-
Yes, that's right.
get her. That
The other ones were easy.
yes,
Yeah,
that made him
probably.
wanted.
It didn't
to,
say that in the movie, but that could have been a reason. Yeah.
that made him wanted to
Made him wanted?
made him want
Yes.
to be winner to win he tried a lot of things to get the producer but he still couldn't
What did he try?
he tried to be good he tried to be good person because he asked her before about what type of her guy
What type of her guy?
at a
What type?
bar what type of guy do you like
But not do you. What type of guy?
you like she
Liked.
what type of guy she liked
Yeah.
he tried many things to be that guy
Yeah.
like he tried to be good guy he bought coffee and sandwich or burger I'm not sure
Okay.
to his team
For
his
No, that was at the end. That was at the very end. Yeah, no, he was still being a bad guy at this point. He was just trying to make the best path to succeed at this task. To win. Yeah. He said, "What do you like?" And she said, "Well, nice guy, a funny guy, not ugly, but not worried about what they look like, and also they need to know French poetry."
what French poetry
French, so people from France. Poetry, when you say, it's not a song, but it's when someone says, "I want to be free." Freedom. People who stand up and they make a poem. It's like a song, but it doesn't. It's not fast. That's a poem.
like stay on the street and
Yes.
talk good thing
It's
talk
not,
smart look smart people
No. It's a poem. It's like a song, but it's not. You don't sing it. So a song is when you say, "Put your little hand in mine." A poem would be, "Put your little hand in mine because it should be there all along," or something like that. That's a poem. A poem is a song. A song is a poem that is fast and rhymes. Poems don't have to rhyme.
and
Anyway.
he could
So he said, no. So she said, "I need someone who knows French poetry." And he said, "Oh no." He said, "Well,
What he did?
Then he learned. He got books and he learned some French poetry.
Remember that scene
I don't think you understood he was trying to speak French. Yeah.
and finally he could do that
Yeah.
and he one day he went to the festival and
What is the festival?
Groundhog's
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day. He says something different. Look very.
Look.
No. He tried to be the guy who producer will like. He's very concerned.
I understand, but the sentence isn't good.
He showed her about what? What do you-
I think the first sentence is better, but it's not the words aren't right.
In that day, he
On that day.
on that day he could report good thing.
I think that was at the end.
Oh,
I think maybe you're right, but I think at the end he did an amazing job on the at the no you're right, that's true. He also tried to do a good job in the middle there also. That's right.
and everyone liked.
That was at the end. Everyone didn't like, but at that point she liked it.
The producer liked and said you do good job today.
You
did good job today.
good job today.
A good job today. And after that he could get
Yes.
good chance to talk with her. They went to the same restaurant and spent time together a lot.
That's a Thai translation. They spent
a lot of time together.
Yes.
And the producer started to like him. And after that, he tried other things. And that helped. Oh no, that made the producer liked him more than before.
Made the producer
Like him
more than
before.
Okay.
They spend. He feel tried to spend time with the producer.
He what?
Try it to spend time with the producer.
Okay.
Like go to play snow together.
Not play.
What are you call?
Make
Make
a
snowman.
yes.
Or drink together. Or talk. And what other thing?
They went to many places.
They went to many places.
Yeah.
And
That's that part. But the other part before the end is maybe you didn't understand, but he was talking with someone and they said, well, what's the difference between this magic? Because they didn't understand how he could know what people were going to say and do. And they asked him, well, what's the difference between that and God? And he said, well, maybe it's the same. Maybe God just has seen all of these things so often that it's the same. And so he started to think he was like God.
Someone in that house. What he talked with?
It doesn't matter who he talked with because I don't remember.
I can't remember that.
But what's important is then he started to think that he was like God. And that's when he tried to save the homeless man.
Because he gave the homeless before he gave money, right?
Yeah.
And after he brought him to the restaurant. The hospital first.
Yes. First he saw him in the street, dying.
And after that, another time.
Well, then he went to the hospital with him, and he died.
That time he realized to be good person, right?
No, but he thought that he could save people. He started to think that he was like God. And he said, well, I have all the time that I need. I can become a doctor and save this guy. But he kept dying.
He can't help him.
He couldn't help
help him.
that guy.
or because he tried many things, right? Like give food.
He tried to learn how to be a doctor. And that's when he went into the hospital and he told the nurse, he said, let me see the x-rays.
Or in that scene, I don't understand.
Yeah, so he wanted to see the reports so that he could learn what he needed to learn to save the guy's life.
But
he kept dying. Yeah.
And after that situation, he started to help other people also. Like who? Like
The old ladies, remember? In their car?
Oh yes. He saw 3 old ladies.
Oh, also remember in the beginning he tried to take money? You forgot that part.
Oh yes. Oh, a lot of things happened.
There's a lot of parts that we
That
forgot.
part, he know everything would happen, and he would have chance to get money from bank officer.
From the Brinks truck.
From the bring truck.
We call it a Brinks truck. You can say a money truck. People will understand, but it's called a Brinks truck.
And
but
before he be good.
Yeah, that was in the beginning. but I don't think you understood the scene because it was very good. So he everything was planned perfectly. He knew everything down to the second.
Yeah.
So he was sitting on the chair and he goes, okay, the lady, she drops her purse. Okay, the wind blows. And then he gets up, he goes, okay, 5, 4, 3, and then he says, car. That means one time, he's joking that one time he tried to do this, but he got hit by the car.
Oh.
So he goes, 1, 2, 3, car. Okay, this time, wait for the car. And then, yeah.
Okay.
So he planned that for many days to get that money.
He could do a lot of things in that town, and until he started to help.
Well, but you should tell about how he tried everything to get with the producer. Remember? And then she started to slap him a lot.
And he feel bad.
So even though he tried to save that man, he tried to meet the producer, but all of the paths, even though he tried everything, he couldn't fix those problems. He tried everything he could,
and
it didn't work.
When he realized to, or probably when they when they walked together, they talked about ice model.
It's called an ice sculpture.
Ice sculpture. And the producer liked her. And he started to learn how to make it. And one day he made it look like her face. And that made her feel
what?
Good.
Okay.
And why did he go to learn piano?
I think she said I'm not sure if she said I like someone who knows a musical instrument, or if he wanted to learn. I can't remember why he wanted to learn the piano, but he wanted to learn an instrument for some reason.
He learned many things in that town.
Many things.
Yeah.
I don't remember if she liked music, or if someone else liked music, or if he if he wanted to learn an instrument when he was younger. I can't remember. But he went to it was funny because do you remember when he went to the piano lady's house? What happened?
First,
Yeah. So he went to the lady who taught piano.
I can't remember.
And he knocked on the door. And she said, hello. He said, I want to learn how to play the piano. And she said, well, I have a student now.
And probably he said something bad with.
No, he said, I'll give you $1,000.
Or from money he stole.
Maybe, or just...
Because I saw he holds some bag, look like bag from the
Maybe. Maybe that's true. I don't remember. But he had money because he knew where everything was in the town. But anyway, he said, I'll give you $1,000. And then she threw the other girl out.
The other girl looked confused. What happened?
Right, exactly.
And after he learned about...
It wasn't good at first, remember? He was like, ding, ding, and the piano teacher was...
Yes, but good luck he have a lot of time to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
And as he learned
Right.
other things, he learned about the producer also, and he stopped to...
Not to, he stopped.
He stopped to be bad guy.
Not to. Stopped.
Stopped what?
Being.
Stopped being bad. And he didn't want anything from her anymore.
Yes, that's true.
Like like real love or something.
Maybe. But he wasn't
He wasn't want to get her.
Maybe he just learned so much that he made the perfect day.
He should try another way.
It seemed like he wasn't interested. But he probably lived that day a million times.
He started to love her because they spend time together a lot. And
they spent
a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Even though the producer couldn't know didn't know what happened before.
Yeah, right. But remember, she did say, this is like deja vu. Remember, she said that one time. She said, I feel like this is deja vu. Yes, she said that
I can't
also.
remember. Because I don't understand all.
I didn't
understand.
Right. Well, that's why we're watching.
It's hard to...
It's very hard. Yeah.
And
all right.
One day he every day he helped other people. He know what would happen. Like he knew a boy would fall from the 80 tree.
Yes.
And he helped. He caught him.
And he said, why don't you ever say thank you? He said, I save you every day. He said, you never say thank
Before
you.
that scene, he helped the three ladies and helped.
And the other guy who was choking also.
Oh yes, in the restaurant. And one day he went to a club and with the producer and everyone.
It's not a club. It's like a dance party.
Dance party.
Yeah, for old people. It's not a club.
And many people came to him and said thank you or seemed like everyone liked him.
Yes.
He was popular
Yeah.
in that time, and that surprised to the producer.
Not too surprised.
Surprised producer.
The
producer, and she asked him what happened. Why seemed like everyone knows you, and they like you.
They
Liked you.
No, you're right. They like you.
They like
Why does everyone like you?
Why does everyone like you?
Why does everyone
Why
like you?
does everyone like you? And what he said?
I don't remember, but he said I've been doing this a long time, maybe, or something like that.
And they danced together. And what happened?
Then there was the
Head of the town.
the mayor.
In that place, they have activity about
Not about.
to pay for guy.
It's
Not
not an
pay,
activity.
I don't know what word to call to
It's
say.
it's a man auction or something, a date auction. So
Pamoon in Thailand we said pamoon, like usually people do that with things, important things.
It's an auction.
Auction.
Yeah. So this was like a
Auction.
date auction.
A date auction.
Yeah. And usually they have this sometimes. I've never seen one, but I've seen on TV.
I saw in many movies, but usually girls.
Girls is not as common because it's more dangerous and because people feel that it's a little bit
Who
bad.
pay much
It's usually men.
could dance with her in that party or something. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway,
that will be the next movie.
and
That'll be on Sifty's Cave 2 review.
no,
We have good movie reviews, but then we're also going to have Sifty's bad movie reviews.
people
The
will
time
hate-
trapped.
people
They might
won't-
skip those
Won't
videos.
come back to watch our
They
show,
might just skip those ones. Yeah,
our show anymore.
they'll skip that episode.
Okay, in that
Auction. It's called an auction.
auction,
Yeah.
a guy on the stage,
The mayor.
the mayor, he asked Phil to come here, come up because he knew Phil also and he liked him also, and everyone
I don't think so. They just thought he would be a good guy to sell for charity. The money went to charity. So they thought everyone likes him, probably.
he can make
He'll make a lot of money for our charity.
and a few ladies fought each other to get him, but finally the producer gave, I can't remember, but I know a lot.
$360 something. So she had her checkbook. Probably Thai people don't have checkbooks, but a long time ago.
But not popular.
Yeah, it was before when I was a kid.
Business people will use.
Yeah. And usually in the checkbook, people have they write down how much money they have in their bank account because there was no phone at that time to check your balance. So people had to write it down. So she was looking in her checkbook and she said, "Okay, I have this is all the money that I have." So that's what she offered.
and he
So $360. $360. How many baht?
oh my gosh
Oh no.
$360 dollar
Dollar.
dollars
Remember you had $50?
gone
Oh no.
9 or 10 10,000
Yeah.
almost
It's a little bit more than that. It's 11 or 12,000.
okay and that made them no and after that they could dance together
Okay.
and what happened next
That was it. That's almost the end. They did many activities, and then that was the end of the movie. Remember?
and before the end of the end movie the producer and Phil go where
They probably went to make the snowman and all those things, but I don't remember when they showed it because they just showed clips of different things that they did. They were playing cards, they were making snowmen, they were...
But Phil did something that made the producer changed
Change?
her mind. He learned about her so much, a lot until he knew why she didn't sleep with him because he know she would wait until the midnight and she didn't leave.
No, I don't think you understood it right.
I'm not sure.
That was before the end. And he tried to tell her that he kept living the same day over and over again. And she didn't believe him. So he showed her, he said, okay, this person has this problem. This person has a problem. She said, fine, I believe you. So she said, I'll stay with you. And then midnight came. And then she said, why am I still here? He said, no, it's not midnight, it's 6. And she said, what? She was angry, but that wasn't at the end. That was in the middle of the movie. Yeah. That was in the middle. But that was true, that's right. But at the end, no. At the end, he had a perfect day.
He did a lot. He did many good things. A lot of good things that helped him to get real life, his life back.
Okay, maybe that's your opinion. In my opinion, he had a perfect day. He finally created the perfect day that he possibly could have. And that's why he broke out of this.
Oh, I thought because he learned...
Well, it's just an opinion.
He learned enough. Like, I think God wanted him to be good.
Yes, that could
person.
be. They didn't say in the movie why, but in my opinion, he had a perfect day. But yes, also you could say that he learned to be a good person. That also could be an answer. Yes. And that was the end, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so that's another episode of
50 painful movie reviews.
Reviews. Yeah. What do you think of this movie?
I like.
This is a very famous movie, and it's the first movie that I know of that talks about a day repeating. Maybe there are movies before that, but I don't know of them. This is the one that I know of, and after this movie, every TV show every movie now has this idea of the same day repeating. I have seen it in at least 10 other movies and TV shows since this movie. It may have been in books or in movies before that, but this is the one that I remember as the beginning of that idea of repeating the same day.
Many movies look similar, no?
Yes,
like this,
exactly.
but not good story like this movie because right now people made
Time trap.
made crazy movie like Happy Birthday. A girl would
A girl, just a girl.
A girl woke up same. Everything happened over and over.
Yes. Her day
Her day
repeated.
over and over, and someone would kill her on her birthday,
Yes.
and she learned how to fight.
Yes.
But not good story.
Not
like,
as good.
Not as good.
And it came from this movie.
Yes, I
Yes,
think because
exactly.
it's new movie.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone likes this idea. It's a very interesting idea that has a lot of possibilities to make stories from. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yes.
The actors, I don't know if they're the best actors, but they did a good job. He did a really good job. They could have used maybe, some younger actors, but besides that, everything else was very good. The amount of time they spent in the movie, I really like. It wasn't too long, but they didn't miss anything. When I saw this movie, I've seen this movie probably 2 times, 3 times maybe, and I don't feel like they missed anything. Like all of the things that I can imagine, getting depressed, jumping off of a cliff, trying to meet people, trying to learn things, all of those ideas I feel like are in the movie. I can't think of anything that I would do that they didn't show.
With our life.
Yeah. I feel like there's nothing that I can imagine that I would do that I didn't see in him try in this movie. And that was really great.
Because it feels like you did every ways you should. No. Every way should be everything.
You could. So if Sibti was stuck in Groundhog Day, what would you do? Would you try to learn something? Would you be stealing?
I think God not do that to me because I think I'm not selfish.
Okay, but I'm just saying, don't worry about that. If you were trapped in the same day over and over again, what would you do?
In the beginning, I would crazy.
You would be crazy? Would you try to tell me? Would you try to tell your mom? She's like, hey, John, I'm trapped. Like, Cindy, that's just deja vu.
I would try to tell someone I think.
What if they don't believe you? What if you come here, you're like, John, I'm trapped. I'm stuck. I can't get out. I would say, don't worry.
People want the reason to believe someone.
Do you think anyone would believe you, though?
If I can show them. Show.
But how would it help you? If you convince your mom, if you say, Mom, I'm trapped in the same day, and she says, I don't believe you, and then you tell her, okay, in 3 minutes, you're going to burn your hand on the stove. Okay, she says, I believe you. Then what? How does it help you? Then she forgets the next day again.
And happen again.
Yeah.
And I will stop.
So right, that's what I'm saying. Sipti's trapped.
And
in
everything
the day.
Should happen like this. Happened, what do you call? Step by step. You will learn by problems.
Yes, that's true. From the problems.
If you didn't get problem you don't know how to fix or learn from that.
Not get problem. If you don't,
You don't have problems,
yes,
you won't know how to fix.
that's true. But that's not my question. My question is, what if you were trapped in the same day over and over again? What would you do? What are the things that you would want to do? What would you want to learn? What would you try to change?
I will
You have infinite time to
I will do-
achieve whatever you wanted.
I will do everything I can do, or I could do, and I will help
Help
people much
as much
as much I can
as
as I could.
I could. Okay, but I mean knowledge. So in this movie, they did a great job of showing that he had time to learn things.
Yes,
What would you want to learn?
I will everything.
Okay, but what would you learn first?
First, I will learn how to cook. And I will know what happened next.
Cooking.
Cook,
I
drive,
don't know if that matters.
drive,
Driving.
music about saxophone or everything I want to learn because I can be smart girl.
Well, okay, but do you think you're not smart now?
Yes, not enough.
I wouldn't put you on the show if I thought you were stupid. That's ridiculous. Anyway, but cooking.
For me, it's very hard.
Really, you would learn cooking? So you go to a cooking class, and they throw the little kids out. They're like $1,000. I don't know. Is that real? You would want to?
Yes.
That's you could learn anything.
But we should start at easy thing. Not easy thing. Thing is cost. You think because for me, cooking is always my problems, and I want
Why
to
is
fix.
it your problem? Do you like cooking? You want to cook?
Sometimes I want.
Sometimes.
I want to cook by myself, but it's not good.
I never imagined that. I was just joking because in America we have a lot of jokes that really, really horrible, mean men, they tell their wives, you got to learn how to cook. And so I was joking that Duck wanted you to learn how to cook or something.
Oh, no.
I was just
I want to
joking. I was just joking. I didn't know that you didn't know how to cook. I didn't think that it was something that you were like
But it's
worried about.
I worry.
I thought you just didn't want to do it because you didn't care.
No,
Oh.
I can.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I didn't realize that. Okay, fine. Okay. So Sifty wants to learn how to cook.
First,
So then why aren't you happy to go to the baking class? Why aren't you happy about the baking class?
because that is real life.
Oh.
If something bad happen, I can fix or try again.
Nothing bad. The cupcake is just like tilted.
No,
It can't be that
I have
bad.
a lot of. I don't have a lot of
Chances?
like the movie.
What if you get caught in the cooking class day over and over again? You can't get out.
I can stay in that place every day. Probably
Right, you won't go, right?
Yes, and
Yeah, you
find
won't
other
be.
things to
Other
do.
things. Okay, fine. So Sifty wants to learn how to cook. I don't really believe her, but okay. And then what else would you want to learn after that? What would you like to know how to do? If you had infinite time, you could learn anything.
A lot of language, many language. I want to speak many languages.
Languages? Yes, that's something that takes a long time. But I don't know if it's that valuable for other people though. You could like he was trying to do, saving people, he had the chance to learn things that could save people's lives.
Yes.
I don't think that language would be able to do that.
Oh no, I mean if that happened in my life. Or you mean if I stuck in there?
Yes.
And everything happened the same, that guy.
But no, in your life, it doesn't need to be in Punxsutawney groundhog. I'm just saying, if you got stuck in one day in your life, you had to come here every day, you woke up at the same time every day, your mom called you every day, your dad called you the same thing kept happening every single day. What would you do?
I will learn.
I would.
I would learn.
Cooking. Oh, now no cooking.
No.
Oh, see, that's why I said it didn't make sense.
Oh, but if I have time a lot, I will learn cooking.
If I have...
a lot of time, I would learn cooking.
Okay. So cooking, languages.
And
But-
if everything can help me to do business.
Everything.
Could help
No, everything. Your favorite word.
about business.
Okay. But why don't you just learn, like, the lottery numbers or something?
Because
It would be so much easier
I don't believe on that.
in that.
In that.
But he can do that because he was just living the same day over and over again.
But it's not important because if the next day came, your money would gone also.
That's true.
It's not
But you
important.
could learn about where things were, you know, where the gold was. You know, you could learn other things. But business is also good. But cooking, I don't think would make any money though.
No, just for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, fine.
If I can cook, I won't buy food from other people because I don't want to annoy them.
Annoy.
Yes, like if noodles, don't put this in that, don't put this, I don't like this, that people will annoy.
Will be annoyed.
Yes.
Okay, but that's their job. You know, that's what they're doing. They're making food for people.
They don't understand you.
But I feel like Thai people are much more adaptable to food styles than in America. If you go to McDonald's and you're like, I don't want those, you know, sauce on there. They're like, well, that's how we make it. But in Thailand, you know, when I go to the restaurant, if I go there many times, usually...
Yeah, if many times they will understand you.
Yeah, they see what I take out and they don't put that in anymore.
Yes.
But in America, it's not like that. If you go to the diner and every day you take the onions out of your hamburger, they're still going to give you onions. Because it's part of the way they make it. And so I feel like Thai people would be happy to change your soup a little bit. I don't feel like it annoys them.
If you
Should I not do that anymore?
do what?
Ask them to change my food? I don't feel like it's rude. I didn't know that it was rude.
Oh, not rude, but if same place, not rude.
But why do you feel that it's rude?
Because it happened all my life.
Oh.
You know, when I've been to everywhere, and not just about chef, about people around me, like my friends or other people. If everyone wanted to eat beef steak, or if, for example, everyone want to eat Japanese food, and there are a lot of food that they like, but I couldn't eat anything. I feel bad.
Okay.
But I will find to. I don't tell them. I will find something I can eat, like vegetable or salad or Eight.
Okay.
Eight.
I just think that it doesn't seem like a big problem to me. Like I wouldn't worry about that if I was trapped in the same day. Like, okay, what should I do to cook?
Probably because usually I don't like to
Eat.
go.
Oh, no.
I don't like to go outside and
Okay.
eat. I like to stay in my room, bored or anything like that.
Okay,
If I can
well,
cook, I won't bored.
I mean-
I won't buy.
I think that it's an easy thing to fix. I mean, you could easily take a cooking class. We'll send Sipti to some cooking classes, and we don't even need Groundhog's Day to fix this problem. It'd be great. Anyway, okay, we're way past time. That was a great second part of Groundhog's Day, though. It
Why
was a great
we
movie.
can quick just 1 hour before we talk just a little bit.
An hour and a half already. Yeah, that was good. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. Sipti is really busy these days. Hard to book time with her. The rain is coming, and Loy Katone. It was like
a
a
lot
war
of-
zone. Some kids lost their fingers. Loy Katone.
Teeth,
Probably. Teeth gone, yes. If you see some fingers on the Katone going by, that's from the fireworks. Anyway, thank you so much for coming, Sipti. We're going to send you to a cooking class, hopefully soon.
Oh,
and you'll be
almost. Oh my gosh, 4 days.
That's going to be great. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No.
If you see Sipti stealing money from the bank, she's probably just trapped.
I will give for everyone.
She's probably just trapped in Groundhog's Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
ขอบคุณค่ะ